Reuben loved his garden. Every morning, he would step outside with a cup of fruit juice, admiring the bright blooms and neatly arranged rows of plants he had nurtured with care. Gardening was more than just a hobby for him. It was his escape, a peaceful refuge from the noise of daily life. His yard was a vibrant display of colors, fragrances, and life. His neighbor Reuben had a different passion. He loved soccer and often played in the yard with his energetic 7-year-old son, Junior. Laughter and cheerful shouts regularly filled the air as the father and son bonded over kicks and tackles. Their yard, separated by a simple fence, was always lively. Though they lived side by side, Reuben and Reuben rarely interacted. A polite wave across the fence was the extent of their relationship. Reuben often found the constant noise from the soccer games a bit disruptive, but chose to keep his thoughts to himself. One Saturday afternoon, as Reuben knelt by his garden bed, planting a new row of flowers, a loud thud startled him. He looked up to see Junior's soccer ball land squarely in the middle of his precious flowers, crushing a few delicate blooms. Before Reuben could react, Junior climbed over the low fence, his little feet landing directly on another patch of flowers as he hurried to retrieve the ball. Reuben's face turned red with anger. "Hey, watch where you're stepping!" he shouted, his voice sharp and filled with frustration. Junior froze, wide-eyed and nervous. Reuben, hearing the commotion, quickly jogged over. "What happened?" he asked calmly. "Your kid just destroyed my flowers!" Reuben snapped, pointing to the flattened blooms. "Do you have any idea how much time and effort I put into this garden? This is unacceptable." Reuben glanced at the trampled flowers, then at his son, who was on the verge of tears. He could see how easily this situation could escalate. Taking a deep breath, he chose his words carefully. "I'm really sorry about this, Reuben," Reuben said gently. "Junior didn't mean to cause any harm. We'll make this right." Reuben, still fuming, opened his mouth to retort, but Reuben continued, his tone soft and steady. "Your garden is beautiful, and I can only imagine how much work you put into it. I'd be upset too if it were my hard work that got ruined. Let me help fix this. We'll replace the flowers and do whatever it takes to make things right." The sincerity in Reuben's voice caught Reuben off guard. The sharp edges of his anger began to dull. He took a deep breath, the tension in his shoulders easing. "Well, I guess accidents happen," he muttered reluctantly. "Just make sure it doesn't happen again." "I promise," Reuben said with a smile. "And Junior will be more careful, right, buddy?" Junior nodded quickly, wiping his teary eyes. "I'm really sorry, Mr. Reuben." Reuben sighed, the last remnants of his anger fading. "It's okay, kid. Just be careful next time." Over the next week, Reuben and Junior followed through on their promise. They bought new flowers and spent an afternoon helping Reuben replant them. As they worked together, Reuben and Reuben discovered they had more in common than they'd thought. Conversations about soccer, gardening, and life flowed naturally, turning their simple neighborly waves into genuine friendship. One evening, as they stood by the fence chatting, Reuben smiled. "You know, Reuben, I was really ready to blow up that day, but you handled it well. If you'd fired back, I don't think we'd be here right now." Reuben chuckled. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger." I try to remember that when things get tense, it's amazing what calm words can do. Reuben nodded thoughtfully. "You're right. I learned something valuable from that situation. Maybe I need to read the Bible more often." This story reminds us of the power of a soft answer and how peaceful words can mend situations that might otherwise break relationships. If this message inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more inspiring stories that bring practical Bible wisdom to life. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.